them yesterday. Listen to what he thinks is about to happen.
I'd bet on them to win the Super Bowl. That's what the feeling I get. Because when you piss Tommy off, you're pissing the wrong guy off. He plays with a chip on his shoulder. He's played it that way since he was at Michigan. Every negative thing that anyone could say, he uses it as fodder. So I think that Tampa, you should expect a lot of good things coming out of Tampa.
You know, they gave me that on my radio show yesterday. When I heard it, a thought just popped into my head, Marcus Spears, and that is, I've been looking at this all wrong. I've spent the last month wondering, is Tom Brady really committed to this? Should he have stayed retired? Is whatever it is that's going on in his personal life, which I'll continue to say, it's his business, not ours. But whatever it is that going to get in the way? Are there too many challenges in the offensive line? And all of a sudden, I heard Charlie say that. I thought, wait a minute, I've got this backwards. Tom's about to kill everybody, isn't he? We just talked about a scorched earth tour. Is Brady about to go on one, Swagoo?
Yeah, because CG, with you with your fine wines and your little boat trips over to your golf place where you do the country club at, you always get high and emotional about these things, and you forget that Tom Brady been doing the damn thing like this. Okay, this ain't nothing new. Charlie Weiss ain't told us nothing we don't already know. The man got suspended and won a damn Super Bowl. They talked about Deflategate. He went back and won a Super Bowl. He left New England. Okay, he left, just walked up out of there, went to Tampa and won a Super Bowl. Gee, last year, he was a game away from going to the Super Bowl, threw for 5,000 yards. So, Charlie Weiss, thank you for the information so you could bring G back down to the truth and he can see the light. Tom Brady this year is going to do what Tom Brady has been doing the last 15 damn years. He probably going to go to the safest bet. I said it last year. The safest bet in the NFL, if you really want to ever bet anything and think that it's going to happen, then the likelihood is the bet that Tom Brady is going to end up in the Super Bowl. So I'm glad, G, that it took Charlie Weiss while all of us been sitting up here. You could have texted me, Jeff Saturday or Darlington or Mike T, and asked us the same damn thing. Do you got it wrong? Yes. But all that fine wine and golfing.
I guess so. I should have just been paying attention to the Hulk, right, Jeff Saturday? You won't like me when I'm angry. Tom Brady, is he angry, and is he going to take it out on everybody?
Absolutely angry. Listen, you heard him when he came back, and he takes the offensive line, all the bad things that people have been saying about him, and shows it to them at their lockers. Hey, man, this is what they're saying about you. Why? Because that's what motivates him. Charlie Weiss, Captain Obvious, right? This guy has played pissed off since he came out of Michigan because nobody wanted him, and he's shown everybody they should have wanted him. It's not going to change for him. Listen, he is the driver of Tampa Bay. He understands what his role is. When he walks in that locker room, there are blinders on. Whatever's going on outside his world, he understands how to get laser focused and bring everybody else around him into the fold. That's what he's going to do. That's his job. Listen, I heard Ryan Jensen just say it. They talked about the offensive line, all the adjustments. Jensen said, listen, when he re-identifies a mic because he sees a blitz coming, there are times when Tom Brady goes, hey, don't worry about it. He won't get here in time. I'll have the ball gone in 1.2 seconds. It shows you he has such command of the game. He's not sweating all the things we're up here, and especially you have been sweating.
And Greedy, Jeff's talking about tangibles. I think what's even more important is the intangibles. And what I mean by that, they have two inexperienced offensive linemen at left guard and center, Robert Hainsey and Luke Gadecki. And on Sunday night, the eyes of the football world will look at their left guard and center and say, wow, can they hold up against a really good Dallas defense? Micah Parsons, DeMarcus Lawrence, and the confidence that Tom Brady will give them is the part that's impossible to measure.
Jeff Darlington, so you're pretty connected to the situation. You know Brady pretty well. Now, in my defense, I know I'm drinking wine and playing golf, but I'm also listening to Tom Brady getting up there saying, man, I got a lot of stuff going on in my life. And I mean, he didn't look or sound like the Hulk, right, a couple of weeks ago. So obviously something has changed if everyone is this level of confident, Jeff.
Well, I mean, I don't think it's nearly as simple as saying, like, if he wants to be pissed off and win, he will. He does have a lot of stuff going on. And it is very fair. I don't know what the knock is on your elaborate lifestyle, Greeny. I think it's a wonderful lifestyle. But I think it is very fair to still sort of wonder what exactly we're going to get out of Tom Brady. That being said, when it comes to the 11-day absence, I've talked to people in the building, I've talked to people around the situation, and they do look at it a little differently than maybe the rest of the public who says, wow, he had to take 11 days off. Is he going to be dialed in for the season? They look at it and say, if he had not taken those 11 days off, this could have been a disaster, that he needed that time away. And again, you don't have to get into the personal side of it, but we can say that he needed that time off, that he came back more dialed in. That's what the organization has seen. And as a result, it does feel like he'll be better off because of it.
Go ahead, Swag.
Y'all need me to tell y'all for. We won the Super Bowl last year. We are him right now. As my son says, when somebody is balling out, which the Los Angeles Rams did last year, we will call them Himothy Johnson III. That's what we will call the Los Angeles Rams until somebody else wins the Super Bowl. I'm with Jalen on that, man. I ain't coming on here to pump nobody up. I got the ring on right now.
What'd you think of that, Jeff Saturday?
That's real, baby. That's real talk. Real football. All the pleasantries, throw that trash out. I'm about to lock this dude down and show y'all why we won the Super Bowl. I ain't going anywhere. I love it. It's time. It's time for real ball.
You can't ask for a better start to a season than this, right? You got the Bills, who in a jam-packed AFC may be the best team. You got the Rams, who are the defending champs. You got Aaron Donald on one side. You got Josh Allen on the other. You got Mike T putting together a tape of those two very large men getting set to go head-to-head.
Yeah, agree. Let's go back to the 2020 season. Watch what Aaron Donald did the last time he played the Buffalo Bills. Here he's lined up at the 3 technique. And look at this. Look at the explosion. And he will compensate. Here's another view of the same play. Look at his quickness. And one arm brings down Josh Allen. Next play. This is against a pretty good guard. Josh Allen's a big man. One arm Greeny. One arm. Look at that. And the Rams are missing a starting corner from last year, Darius Williams. You want to know how you make up for it? It's with it's plays like that against Josh Allen.
When you, as a former offensive lineman, Jeff Saturday, when you watch that, like what goes through your head?
You just get into fetal position. Just, man, stop. Make it stop. That is, listen, to Mike T's point, that was a good guard. I mean, that push swim, like you can prepare all you want. You can't prepare for that. His ability to get to the quarterback and finish with one arm, it's the reason he's the best to do it.
Josh Allen's a big man. He got pulled out with one arm.
And on the first one, I mean, not only did he sack him, he dumped him in the turf. He's not a huge. I mean, Aaron Donald's not overly large. That shows you how much power in his hips he's playing with.
Marcus, I mean, you played on that defensive line. How do you describe what we saw there?
Gee, that's the problem. I can't. I ain't never seen it before. Like this dude here, bro. It don't matter where he lines up at either. I mean, he lines up outside. The impact that he brings, but just this individual. Now I don't know what the hell the Buffalo Bills was thinking blocking him one-on-one. That is the problem that I see in this film right here. That poor man ain't stand a chance. And gee, this is what I always say when Aaron Donald is doing what Aaron Donald do. These other people work out too. They got families too. Football is important to them too. It's just different. When you're touched by the hand of God to play football, it shows this way. And that's what Aaron Donald was born to do. He was born to be a D lineman and play this game better than everybody else.
My favorite part of that last one is Josh Allen immediately looking at the ref like, that had to be a ref.
Gotta be something.
There had to be something.
Yes.
You can throw. There's nothing wrong with it. He's grabbing him by the shoulder. But he's like, that can't be allowed.
Agreed. Now move this forward.